Hello everyone. Today we will learn how to render a SketchUp 3D floor plan in KeyShot. The image right now what you guys are seeing on the desktop is rendered in KeyShot, and actually this drawing is not fully completed. So what I thought is I thought I would make a video so that you guys too feel easy in rendering with KeyShots, right? Actually, the SketchUp file was approximately 420 GB. Right. This is my virtual computer, and now I will show you how to import the SketchUp drawing. This is the interface of the KeyShot, where we can import a lot of file formats into KeyShot. We can import almost all every type of file formats like SketchUp, 3D Max, Maya, this, that, etc., etc., and all. Right. I have downloaded the file into some location of this server. So this is the plan. For importing the file, never use file import option, right? This is very important. Only click the open option. You can directly open the SketchUp file into the SketchUp, KeyShot directly. And now it will ask for the Z action. You just pause the video here and see what are the things I have provided here. You too also provide the same things so that you will find ease in importing the drawing. Now I am clicking the import button. It will take some time, depends upon the model we are importing. Actually, I have used a lot of furniture in the drawing what you guys are going to see now, the importing drawing. So that is why it is taking some time. So we need to wait till the SketchUp file is imported. Making 3D floor plan has become a very big task for me some days earlier. I was using the V-Ray, Twinmotion like softwares to get the output what we usually see in Google search 3D floor plans. But I failed in bringing the same output as we see in the Google images for the 3D floor plans. So then finally, however, I found this software called some KeyShot 10.2 Pro, and this is very useful to bring the same output as we see the images in the Google search thing, right? So file is importing. So I was telling about this type of what you say output. Here I might have used some furniture which you don't like, right? I found some furniture and plants, this, that, and all. I have kept and I have arranged appropriately in all the rooms. This is actually a duplex home. We have staircase from here, which is going to the upper floor, and we have one bedroom, kitchen, dining, and two toilets. One is the common, and the second one is the attached toilet for the master bedroom. Here we are not learning how to draw plans. How to render is the concept, right? I will show you. The a file might have imported, right? This file is imported. This is the SketchUp file what I have drawn in SketchUp. Okay. Now here we have a option called tumble here, right? Tumble. Tumble means rotating the view like this. Orbit, you can say orbit, right? We can rotate the view and I will apply all the materials and then I will render it and I will show you guys how to get the beautiful and best output from KeyShot. Right. I am enabling the GPU mode. This is very important. If you don't have the GPU, then you have to work a lot of time on this thing. What you say? The computer. And once this GPU is enabled in KeyShot, here you can see the GPU memory 0 by 0. Now once it is activated, you can see the 3.2 GB is under usage of 8 GB, right? Then we need to click the denoise image. This is also very important. Denoise. So you can see the status of the denoise running. Okay, I will tumble the view like this, and here we have a pan option, and I will pan it. Right. Now what we do is we need to press the space button. Space. If I press the space button on the right side, you can see some options. This is a toggle button, the space one, right? Here first of all we have to go to the lighting thing, and then we have to click the interior option. You can see these changes applies on the left side, I mean the graphic display where we can see the plan. These things are applying. Here I will provide the shadow quality as 5. Then I will click the ground illumination and I will click the caustics and I will give this 16 as 32. Just follow these things, then you can make your own experiments so that you can get even more good appearance in this thing. And now here we have one thing called lighting. Here, yes, everything is checked, everything is fine, right? Now what we have to do is I will delete the things on the right. Why? Because the right side is the first floor plan. The plan what we can see on the right side is a first floor plan actually. That is not yet completed. I have not provided all those what you say that furniture and all. So I am deleting it. For that we need to click the shift button and then from the bottom to the right top, from the bottom to the top you need to select like this. You have to, here you can see the scene, you have to click the scene so that you can see the outlining of the selected objects. Then you have to just click the del button. Del. Yes. I think there is some problem with the sound. Sorry for that. Okay. We will pan it a bit. And now we will click the M button. M. M means materials. That material tabs will come on the left side of the screen. Okay. So now I have created some materials by myself. So in that I will go to the walls and doors. Here I have white wall. This material is called white wall. and I am going to apply it on the walls of the 3D. See, all I have to do is I have to drag the material and drop on the place where I have to provide the material. Right. I am dragging and dropping on this. You can see the white color of the wall has been applied. Okay. So now I will go to the doors material and I will apply this thing to the doors. Okay. Here linking and unlinking materials is also available. I will show you. It will take approximately half an hour to complete this thing. Right. I have created and collected some materials. Right. We have to go to the walls again, so that here I have a material called doors and I apply the same material to the windows also. You can see all the windows are now changed to the new material. Earlier it was some pink like color, and now I go to the glass. In this I have created a dark green color window color, which I like it. So you can see wherever that color was there, it has been applied. Right. Now we will again go to the doors. Here on the rear side we have a door, this one. So I will be changing the color. Yes. Now it has changed, but you can notice that all the wood materials has been changed to grey color. Now what I do is Control Z. That means that somewhere it is connected or linking. For that, what we need to do is we have to right click this thing and we have to click the unlink material, and now we will try the same. Yes. Now there is no problem. All the wood materials are not disturbing. Here we have some disturbance. Now what we have to do is we have to unlink this door frame. Right click, unlink material, and now we have to apply this door thing to door material to the door frame. Yes, it is applied and the wood is properly placed. Now the main thing is completed. The walls and doors and the window glass are the important things. We have to concentrate on it. And now what we do is we will go ahead to the furniture coloring. I will pan it and I will go to the hall like this. Now I have created some materials and I have collected some materials. I am telling you both. I have collected and created. This black leather is I have created this thing, and this um, cherry red color leather is a default keyshot material. Now I have to drag and drop onto the sofa set. So after rendering, if we want to see this type of shining thing, shiny thing, the rendering is not looking good. So I am using the leather for the sofa sets and all that. Right. Remaining all the wood I have provided here, and that is sufficient. And now we have to go to this mirror. This is a mirror. I have not shown it completely. Right. I have not shown it completely. We have to show that there is some mirror at this position, so that the client can get your idea. Right. Now I will drag and drop this material to that mirror. Now you can see the reflections. You can see this bed also into that mirror. Yeah, you can see this light is reflecting into the mirror. This is the mirror. Right. So now we have to give some emissiveness to the standing lamps. We can see here, right? I will drag and drop this thing onto this thing. You can see that now this light is glowing. You can see the shining is also falling onto the wall. Here you can see the shining from this. Some emissiveness is transferring outside, and you can see the self shadows of this thing like that. Why? Because we have selected the self shadows thing in the lighting here. This is very important. You have to keep the self shadows. You should not use the sun and sky. Sun and sky. You have to use only the self shadows. Okay. Now we will go to this toilet thing, where we have created some glass like partition here, and what we will do is we will set some default. Okay, first of all we will provide the color for the buckets, the shower and all. Here plastic. Now drag and drop this plastic onto the bucket. See, wherever the buckets are placed, they have covered into some different color. Now if you want to change this color of the bucket, you have to right click over it and you have to click the unlink material. Now you have to double click on this bucket so that you can see the properties on the right side of the screen. Now you can select any color like this green. Is it okay? Any type of color is good. Okay, right. We'll use some red bucket. Okay, this one is looking good to my eyes. Okay, right. Now we have different types of materials here. Here I will click the glass, and there is a partition between the toilet and the bath area. What I will do is no. I am looking for a best material to apply for it. Actually, this key shot is used for small things, like to demonstrate small things, not for the building elevations and all. So usually a remote control or a mobile phone or a speaker or a refrigerator, like things, these things are designed in this. If you open the Amazon.in website, you can see a lot of images. In my view, all those images were not photographed. They were designed in a KeyShot like software or KeyShot. Right. We'll do one thing. First of all, we will color the toilet seat. Here I have created some material, white wall, toilet seat. Now I will drag and drop onto this. Right. Is the material applied or not? You have to double click it, and you can see that color, the toilet seat. Here you can see the toilet seat number 1. And even for this wash basin also the material has been applied. So now we will go to the aluminum thing. Aluminum may be in the metals. Here we have to go to the metal, right? In this metal we will select the aluminum. This third one, aluminum polished. we will drag and drop this thing onto the shower. Okay, we will do the same thing for the tap of wash basin, and even we can do the same thing for the bucket handle. Okay, now you can see the shining in this as if it is a steel item. Okay, here what the main thing is, we have to do a lot of work in SketchUp. Here applying colors, rendering is not a big thing. Okay, so let me see from another side. Okay, this is the toilet. Actually we were working on this toilet, and now I want to see actually the materials are applied completely or not. Yes, the bucket color has changed. Okay, okay, right. This is blue. If we want to change this color, all we need to do is right click, unlink material, then you can change the color to anything. Right here we will change this to yellow. Yes, now we can see the yellow bucket. Okay, okay. Mm. Now we will, this is the fridge, the black color thing is the refrigerator. Now what we do is, we will go to that refrigerator thing. We need to tumble and pan, tumble and pan, tumble and pan. Or else we can do one thing, we can select this thing, Control Alt Shift right click. No, it is zooming the complete. Here we can do one thing, we can select this, right click, center and fit part. Yes, now it is zoomed. Now what we do is, we will provide some stainless steel appearance for some areas, and then we will paint it with paint option. Here we have a paint option. Here we have a paint option. In this we have a textured painting. We can use this gray like thing onto the refrigerator. If we want to reduce the shining in this thing, we have to double click on this and we have to add roughness 0.2. Now you can, this shining will be reduced. See, now it is reduced. When I use 0.2, the shining has been reduced. So, okay, right. Now we have to use the metal, the same this metal, and we can drag and drop this thing from here to the object also, like this. Okay. Here we have some woodwork, and that we will apply. I will apply the same wood to that woodwork. All we need to drag and drop. That's all. But the rendering quality is very fine in this P-shot. Now this is a granite platform. I have selected some gray color, and it is fine, I think. This is the rear side of the home. Here we have one washing machine. can see the plants also in the, this is actually the stilt floor where we park the cars and bikes. We will pan it so that you guys can see the washing machine over here. Okay. I am looking where we can apply, we have to apply more colors. This is a mirror and I think the mirror is applied onto the surface. Why? We have already applied the mirror for this thing and the same mirror has been applied also here. Here we have some two wash basins. For that we will color. Okay. For that I will go to my folder what I have created myself in PShot and we will go to the walls and doors thing and we will take this toilet seat color. It doesn't mean the toilet I have named it like that. It is something like white ceramic type. Okay. So now here we have a railing. Here what we do is we will go to the again to the metals. We will do one thing. We will click right click and unlink material. Then we will go to the metals. In the metal we need aluminium only. Aluminium, we need to click on the aluminium. Here we can see brushed. So now I will drag and drop this material onto the railing. Okay, and I will do the same to the okay, and we have one more thing here. I think here the material steel material has been applied. Okay, right. Control Z. We'll undo this. Okay. Now we try to drag and drop this material onto this. No, it is applying for the whole staircase. Right click, unlink material, or else we will do one thing. We will click over this thing and unlink material, and now we try to drag and drop this thing onto the rails. Yes, now it is perfect. We will click on this also. We have one rail here. We will click unlink material. Then we will drag and drop this brushed type material onto the rail. Yes, nice. Remaining all these materials are painted in the SketchUp. So we need not worry about that thing. And right here we have a camera option on the right side of the screen. Here scene 3, this scene 3 was created in the SketchUp. This was the scene what I have created in SketchUp. So we have created some scenes like this. All those scenes will be imported here. So we need not struggle again for creating a best view. Only applying colors and creating the render is the main thing. Right. I will select this light. Here we have one light, wall light, and I will click the right click and center and fit part. Yes. Now we were able to zoom it. Now I apply some materials to it. We can do one thing. We can apply this brushed material, and you can apply the same brushed material to this. You can apply the same brushed material to here. Okay. Now I will apply the light what I have created, the emissiveness I told you. Emissiveness. This emissiveness will be applied to the glass here, so that we can see a shiny light. So now I will use the same glass to the here some glass pendants like thing are hanging to this light, and I have applied it. Okay, I think everything is completed, and Keyshot is asking to save me the file. Yes, I will click the save button. Save. We need not to save into package. I will tell you in some other video what is the package. Right now only click the save button and name it as duplex 1. Already I think the file is existing. We will do one thing. We will provide as 1 dash duplex and save. Yes, the file has been saved right now. Now once we change the this thing zoom and all, this we will lose the scene, actual scene. Okay, I think everything is fine to go forward for rendering. I think no. Here we have some pink color thing. This is a ramp, so that the car can travel over that and get parked. And now here we have some architectural like thing here. In this we have a concrete, and we will apply this concrete to that ramp. We will apply the same thing to here. Some small wall has been constructed for plants, right. We have to apply some leather color to this dining table chairs, and I will do one thing. I will come into my folder where I have created the black leather. Leather. Now I will drag and drop this leather onto the chair. Yes, that has been applied. So now see, is there anything pending items here? No, everything is fine. We have to go to the lighting again, and we have to check these things. Is everything okay or not, like that? Ground illumination, okay. Right. We will save again the file, and now we have to click the space button so that this pane can be closed, and then we have to click the M button. Okay, right. Space button, and we have to click the M button on the keyboard. Right. Some view is missing over here, so we will zoom it back here like this. We will pan it a little. Okay. Okay. This is fine. And now everything is ready for render. Okay. For that we have to click this. Here you can see the render option, this one, and here I am giving, we have to give some pixel size. So imagine I give 3840 into 2000, and I have created the DPI of 300 and the JPEG quality as 100%, Then I will go to the options and I will provide the maximum samples as 256 and we will keep this 1.5 as it is and we will click the render in background button. So now see how it looks like. So if some materials are missing and if we need some changes, once after we have a look of this rendered image, then we will change it accordingly. If everything is fine, then we will close this, project. So here you will get some other window which is a rendering window. Now you can see the window. It is not popping up. We have to go and we need to pop it so that we can see. On the left hand side, at the bottom left side, you can see the zoom percentage. This is 100%. Okay. On the right side, it will show you the processing thing. We have given, I think, 256 samples here. Now it has rendered only 2 samples. This is the 3 sample. Like this, the samples will go on, and then we will get a beautiful, good quality render in KeyShot. So the lights are glowing. Even the lights on the top, the lamps are glowing. Here also we have the lamps are glowing, and the sink is shining. Kitchen sinks. Right? This is a kitchen island. Some clients ask for such kitchens. So the sofa is shining. We are able to see that this is a good work, good woodwork, wood color. Here we have a black leather which is shining here. You can see the shining here. This is the refrigerator color what we have given, and we have applied some steel like thing over the edge. Right? We can see that here. And all we have missed is one thing we have missed. We have missed the glass color in this toilet. And we can see the shower is shining here. This is the shower. And you can see the mirror. Yes, the reflections are coming into the mirror. Okay, let's complete. Now, till now, 225, 227. Okay. So, without GPU, rendering with such big image is a very toughest thing. Right. So at the end, the rendering is completed, and now it is saying that it is applying some image styles. Let it apply, and once after the applying these image styles, the file will be saved. So the file name will be here. See, saving this one, this, and now we will click this button. 1-duplex22 is the image name. Right. I will click this thing, and I will click this thing, and I will minimize this thing, and then I will go to this, and in the downloads I think so it has, we will do one thing, right click, group by date modified. Okay, where is the 21 file? No, in the downloads we might have a folder called KeyShots, I think so. We need to open that file. Is it in documents? Yes, documents, KeyShot 10, renderings. This is the file what we were looking, just we have rendered and we were looking for. Right. I will open this file so that you guys can see the render. Okay. So now this is the thing what we have rendered. Okay. The only thing is missing is the color of the glass in the toilet. Okay. Apart from that, everything is fine. Right. We will do one thing. We will apply the glass to it. Okay. I will select this glass. Right click. Oh, this is the desktop wallpaper. Sorry. Hmm. Okay. And now we will click on this glass. Right click and click center and fit path. Now that object will zoom. Here we have the pause option. We have to unpause it. Right click, center and fit path. Right. Now what we do is we will double click over this color. I like this color, and here we have some option called diffuse. Here what we do is we will click the glass option. So then this item will become glass. You can see the glass here. Okay. You can see the transparency now. Okay. Oh, here some item is missing. The tab color is not applied. This one. Now I will drag and drop this thing onto the tab. Okay. It's applied now. Okay. Okay. Everything is fine. So now we will give it a final render. We will click the space button now, so that we can see the complete screen, and if necessary we will zoom out. But again I will save the file. Saving is very important, or else we may lose some data. Okay. Hmm. Okay. We will click space again, and we will go to the lighting thing, and we will check the 5, this 32 self shadows glow. Now I have switched off the this thing, global illumination. Okay, we have to keep it. We'll switch off the ground illumination. Yes, keep this type of setting, and now we'll go for rendering. Here I will give the biggest size which KeyShot provides, and the quality of the JPEG image is 100%. And here options, we may give it also 512 also. Now I will click render in background button. So now this will take some time, and the rendering is completed. Here we will get some additional window for rendering. Till now it is not available here. We have to wait for it, and yes, it is popped up. automatically. Last time it was not popped up. So I told you that this is the 100% on the bottom left corner. Now it is render. The rendering has started. The output image size will be approximately 3700 KB, that is 3.7 MB approximately, we can say. You can zoom out also. Now this is a very big render than the earlier one. You can see that the table is decorated with plates, forks, spoons, bottles, glasses, etc. Like this we have to provide each and every detail, usually what we found in homes. Okay, here we have some kettles, some vegetables, some knives, refrigerators, ovens. It will take some time. Why? Because we have given 512 samples, it will take some time. We have to wait till it is completed. This is actually a lift, elevator. We usually call lift, but this is what called as elevator. And from the parking, the lift, the elevator is coming to the ground floor. This is what called as ground floor. Here we have provided some chairs, sofas, and all. So this is what a basic. This much of render is sufficient for 3D floor plan. We don't need heavy details. We are not into the reflections, refractions. Why? Because this is not a product, right? This is giving some idea to the client how the home looks after construction. So for that, this much of render and this much of quality is sufficient, in my view. But the decorating part in SketchUp is very tough. We have to provide each and every detail. You see here we have provided some cupboard. In this we have a lot of ties. The file size was 420 MB. I told you earlier, I think. So the rendering process has gone up to 34%. And even from the back view also we have to give one render. Why? Because showing that washing machine and the details on the rear side, we have to provide one more render so that the client can get detail from this side. So we are looking right now from the front. We have to provide one back view also. All we have to do is rotate, that's all. Rotate, tumble the view and give a render of the same quality. And there ends the matter. Why? Because we have applied all the materials almost, and we did not to apply more materials. The client asked to provide me the granite. That is why I have not granite, the marble. So I just provided like this. Or else I might have provided the vitrified tiles. So we can show it as tiles also, but that has to be done in SketchUp. We are using only KeyShot for applying materials and rendering. No editing at all. All we need to learn is the tumble, pan, this that I have shown you what all the commands we need to use in the keyshot. Those commands are sufficient. So why? Because this is a big render. Till now 270 samples have been analyzed. So we have given 512. Is too much. But the image quality will be too high and will look great if you go for more samples. Even for the 32 samples also the image will look good, right? If you give 512 samples with the size of 8K, it will look great. We can take a printout in the A2 size thing and the print will be very beautiful. And even I can spend more time so that I can show this aluminum or steel door to the left and internal mirror or something like that and all. But I think this is sufficient for the client. These are actually what I kept are pull type cupboards. Pull. This actually I have shown only section up for 4 feet. Actually, this cupboard is will be up to 7 feet or 7.5 feet. The cupboard will be pulled outside so that we can keep the objects inside. That is a pull type cupboard. Why? Because we got a lift here, and that is why I have provided this type of cupboard here. Because we cannot provide the cart into this slot like thing. So we have to show skirting for the entire building up to here. The skirting from here, the skirting will start again, and this will go like this. So all round the walls, we need to show the skirting. Even here you can see the skirting, right? That is the marble skirting. We have missed one thing. We have not colored this glass, this teapot glass. This is missed. And now, once after this video is completed, I have to color that glass with glass material. Then I will send this drawing to my client. You can see the reflections, refractions and all. We have some plants over here. Here in this glass you can see that reflections, right? Here you can see that plant on this. Here in this glass also we are able to see the thing. Here also we can see some reflections of the plant and all. So like this the glass will create reflections and refractions and all. Even it maintains the transparency also. Transparency, reflection, refraction. Here you can see in this glass, this sofa shadow is being shown. We have missed this glass. Again, I have to spend some time, right? Apart from that thing, everything is okay. You can see all the materials here. Here we have created a small cupboard so that they can keep some small objects inside it. I think this shining is too much. This one, I have to look into it, the material, and I have to reassign the material. Okay. Now we got 97%. Yes. Now, once after the 100% is done, rendering, here it will take some time for applying some image styles. I need to study what is the image styles. Here we have some image styles. Once after it is applied, this image will be saved. The image name is 1-duplex.23.jpg. So let us wait for some more time so that this rendering is completed. This is a very big render, and we have given the samples also 512. 512 is a very big number. 64 is also fine. 64 or 128 is fine, but before sending the client we should use at least 512. I think so. Yes, the image has been saved. We will click the tick button here. Now we will close this. We will minimize this. Then we will go to that rendered image, this thing. We will click actual sizes. Now you can see the beautiful image. Okay. If you take a printout of this thing, then we will be able to see the quality in render. So right. Thank you for watching this video.